So hello students, today we are going to start our geography subject and we will learn first chapter. Okay, and this is Sir Santosh. As you know that last year also I taught you geography, so I am Sir Santosh, and today we are going to start, we are going to learn first chapter of geography, that is representation of the geographical features. Okay, now students, what is the meaning of representation? Okay, whenever you see movie, right, whenever you see movies, then first you have to know the title of the movie. Okay, and what is the meaning of that title. So that's why here, before going to the chapter, we must know what is the meaning of the name of the chapter, right? That is a representation of the geographical features. Here representation means, in simple language, to show. Okay, to show on the map. Okay, so to show geographical features. Now what is geographical features? Geographical features are the physical features. Okay, natural physical features are known as geographical features in simple language. So to show natural physical features on the map. Okay, so this is the meaning of the chapter. Okay, so let us begin our chapter. So students, you know that our earth surface is, or the landscape of our earth is uneven, right? Uneven means not equal, not same. Okay, some regions have hills, some have plateaus, some have lowlands, and some have plains. So our earth has different kind of physical features, and which are varying in their heights. And students, all these features are also called physical landscape. Now question arises that how can we represent or show this landscape and their height on the map? Now simply we cannot draw these features on the map, right? Like we cannot draw hills, mountains, plateaus, and even we cannot show their height there. Okay, so that's why cartographers have found some methods through which we can represent these features and their height on the map. Okay, there are 7 methods given in the book. Okay, and these 7 methods we are going to learn, but deeply we will learn 7th one, that is contour. Okay, contouring we will learn. So in this chapter we will see hachuring, then hill shading, then form line, then spot heights, then triangulation method, then benchmark, and 7th one we will learn contour. And this contour, this method is very important, and we will learn it more deeply in this chapter. And students, sometimes 2 or more methods are also combined to show the relief features. Okay, like here you can see some people or some cartographer, they combine hachuring and contours. Okay, as you can see in your book also, it is given there that both contour lines and hachures are used. So students, now let us begin first one, that is hachuring. Okay, so here we will learn how hachuring or hachures help us to represent the physical features and their height, especially physical features on the map. Okay, so hachures are short lines representing direction of a slope. For a steep slope they are closer together than for the gentle slope. However, for the flat ground they cannot be used. So here you can see in your book it is not nicely given. Okay, so but here you can see in this figure there are small many short lines. Here you can see, so these short lines are known as hachures. What? Hachures. Okay, and these hachures help us to find out the slope of the landscape. So as here it is written that for steep slope hachures are drawn very closer, and for gentle slope they are drawn apart from each other, and for flat plane there will be no hachures. So here in this figure you can see in the middle. Okay, in the middle, it means here there is no hachures, it means no short lines are there. What it represent? It means this region is a plain region. Which region? A plain region. Okay, plain. Okay, plain. Okay, so this is a plain region. So students, what are hachures? Hachures are short lines representing the direction of the slope, and for steep slope hassures, these lines are very closer to each other, and for the gentle slope they are bit apart from each other, and for flat ground or for the plain there will be no hassures line. So students, here you can see this is the picture of hassures. Okay, this is taken from one map. Okay, so here you can see many short lines are there. Okay, many short lines are there, and these lines shows us the slope of the ground or the landscape. Here especially students, this region you can see their hassures are very close, right, very close. So this region is steep slope. What kind of slope it has? Steep slope. But here in this region students, you can see hassures are bit apart from each other, so that's why this region has gentle slope. By this we can understand on the map where is steep slope and where is gentle slope. But students, hassuring has a disadvantage. Okay, it means it has demerit. Now what is the demerit of hassuring? And the demerit of hassuring is that it does not give the information about the height of the place. Okay, actual height of the place. As you can see here you can find out steep slope, where is steep slope and where is gentle slope, but you cannot find out the height of that place. So students, hassuring has only disadvantage, and that is it does not give us information about the height of the place, right?